All right, so before you guys try to skip through this video and try to see the dyno run and the numbers, I want you guys to know that please hear me out with my explanation on what you're about to see, because it's not all about numbers, it's all about how the car feels after you get the dyno tuning done. So now that you heard that, let's play the dyno clip. Alright, what's going on, guys? My name is Juan. Here we are back with another video. This time it's going to be about the dyno. This car finally got a dyno run going. It's been a long time coming, and other than that, we fixed the problems that we've had earlier, and I just want to do a little follow-up. So as you guys remember from my last video, I did the review on the manifold, and I was just explaining how I was having problems with the fueling in terms of the 91 octane, where my knock control was just going up, and my E85 tune, or the E30 blend, where the car was just bogging like crazy. Well, I went with a different tuner this time, and he was pretty much able to fix the problem, and he was able to tell me what the problem was and why it was happening. So as you guys may know, this time with the dyno tune, I went with my new tuner, Daniel from Powermetric. All the fast guys with the Type Rs, they go to him for the big boy tunes. I didn't do E-tune this time because I was like, nah, I need to get this car fixed up. I'm done. And yeah, just so you guys know, when I had this car dynoed, it was 80% humidity, and it was like 95 degrees right now. And right now it's like 100 something because it's hot as hell over here. And I gotta wash this car because it's a little dirty, but you know, it's how it is with a black car. Other than that, yeah, finally got the manifold problem fixed, and we're gonna be talking about why the gains were made and what it means for the platform going forward. All right, so with this dyno tune, the numbers were kind of shocking. I was a little disappointed at first because of all the mods that I've done, and for it to make this much power, I was like thinking, that's it, that's all I'm gonna get. And hey, you know, it's just how it is. According to Daniel, the dyno reads the lowest out of everyone else. The Mustang dyno is notorious for reading low, but I do want to let you guys understand that Daniel's dyno reads very, very low, because with my old tune, with my previous tuner, I was full bolt-on E30 with the manifold ported. I only made 133 horsepower, right? And that's like, what the fuck? That's less than the stock horsepower on the dyno itself, like, for, you know, with no mods and no tune. Guys, I understand, I know it looks wrong, but it's just the way his dyno reads, and I will have to try to get on DynoJet just to see where it's at with what everyone's accustomed to. But you know, you gotta understand, this is a different type of dyno. This is not a normal dyno. It's on rollers, that's for one, and then two, that's how Mustang dynos work. But in his case, or in my case, he did say that his dyno reads the lowest out of everyone else. So that's what I want to get through your guys' mindset. Just know that his dyno reads very, very low, and the numbers are meant to be like realistic. But obviously, with how the car drives after the tune was done, it moves way quicker than what it stated. Trust me, if I race a car that is also 130 horsepower, my car is gonna slap it, no problem. You guys see my racing content. I've kept up with cars that are much quicker than me. So if my car really makes that kind of power, just imagine losing to my car that makes only 130 horsepower. I'd be embarrassed. But nah, just don't trip. That's what I'm saying, guys. Don't trip. It's just numbers. Real world performance matters more. The dyno that I was using in his area was the Mustang dyno, and I guess they are notorious for rating lower than normal because they are representing what a realistic scenario would present itself with. So I'm like, there's no way my car only makes 150 horsepower on this dyno. Unfortunately, I didn't get the numbers we were looking for, but I just want you guys to know that the numbers aren't everything. The dyno reads a certain figure, and every dyno in every tuner is different, just depending how it's calibrated. I just can't, it is what it is. I can't complain. I got the most out of the new setup with the manifold and fueling. My tuner did say that I can go for E40 if I want to, and that I can do it via E-tune. I don't have to go to a dyno tune again to do it, which is cool by me. Other than that, I am pretty much done with the car in terms of power building, like power mods. I am waiting for ported heads, as you guys may know. That will be coming in real soon, but it's gonna take a minute because I still need supporting mods to make sure it works, like valve springs, oil pump. I'm gonna do the head studs and head gasket replacement because the head's gonna come out anyway, so why not just replace them and upgrade it to something stronger so the car can last a little longer in that aspect. I do want to rev it out to 8K, and then we can do another dyno run from there. I also want to re-dyno on the winter to see what it does, considering that humidity drops the performance, and of course with the hot weather the air is not as dense, so it's gonna hurt the values of this car of what it's supposed to make. Because now it's like, oh, your car only makes 150 horsepower, I can gap your car. I'm like, whoa, the numbers say one thing, driving this car is another story, and I'll tell you why. With the manifold itself, guys, I was also able to learn, at least according to the graph, that if you guys look at the curve, the horsepower doesn't really drop off a lot. It stays stagnant once we hit 7,000 RPMs. I understand that torque is what you're gonna feel, especially it's what pushes you back to your seat, and it's what pulls you like as you're going, but it's not bad. Like with K-Tuner's tune, I'll show the graph here in just a sec. Theirs drops off considerably at some point, right? It's an improvement over stock, but then with my custom tune, you'll see that the manifold, it helps retain power in the top end, meaning I can rev it up to redline, which I currently have it at 7,600 RPMs. Is it a good idea? I don't know. I would say no, just for the longevity of your cylinder head components. The valve springs, they're probably not going to last as long, but you know what? YOLO, I don't care. 9th gen SIs can rev high, why can't mine? But it's an economy car, that's why. Regardless, the manifold, if you guys want to know, does it make power? I don't think it does. I think all it does is make sure that you don't lose power as you're going across the rev range, and you're gonna feel it. I don't have clips of me driving the car yet. I'll probably get some soon, but this thing moves. And it doesn't suck, I'll tell you that right now. It's really fun to drive now. That it was get to the point where I was getting bored driving this car, but it's really cool. I like it, and I can't wait to race this thing to see where it's at. And this is just on the stock heads. Like, I'm still gonna do ported heads. It's crazy, but all right, so we're in the car, guys. We're just driving real quick. It's gonna be hard to record only because this is a manual and I don't have an automatic, so I don't have a GoPro on my head, so it is kind of risky for me to drive, and I'm trying to be responsible. But yeah, just bear with me, y'all. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. So let's just head on to the street. I'm gonna be driving around. I'm gonna put it on the steering wheel so I don't get fucked. Whoa. Sorry for the janky ass recording, y'all. I feel for sure is third gear is a lot stronger. Third gear pulls a lot better than before, and I love that. Let's just hope there's no cops, because I'll get pulled over and state revved, and yeah, California doesn't play around, guys. Hell no, I've seen a lot of my friends get in trouble. Downhill. This thing is moving, but of course it's downhill.
hit 100 miles. It would never do that in the old tune. Holy shit. Wow. Alright, but yeah, this is the only open road I got. And I didn't want to do it in a school zone. You guys know Marquez Brownlee. He probably did that in a school zone, going 90 plus. We're not doing that. We're better than that. And yeah. Sheesh, that was 100 miles an hour. That was crazy, y'all. And it's not a big, huge, steep downhill, but dude, come on, bro. I wasn't gonna do that with my previous tune, that's for sure. Because my old tune, the car drops off like at 70, 80 miles an hour. It's like, fuck. You're just revving the car and it's not gaining any momentum. But this one didn't even take that long. Watch, I'm gonna go uphill and we'll see where that lands. Alright, hopefully there's no highway patrol on the freeway. But we're gonna get on it. I'm gonna turn off the AC so I don't burn it. Oh fuck, there's a car in front of me, but yeah, that pulled. You guys felt that. I want to let you guys know that I bought a Draggy. It's on its way. I'm gonna get it like on August 10th. And when I receive it, I will be doing a 0-60, a 0 to 100, and a 60 to 130. So to my knowledge, I haven't seen official numbers of what this car is posted on, like the fastest 0-60 or like the average 0 to 100, the average 60 to 130. And since my car has all the mods done, I kind of want to go see what it can do. And then it'll like, you know, obviously it's not going to be quick. We all know this car is not fast, but it's going to represent if it can move, then it'll entice people to modify their cars too. And I encourage you, if you have a K20C2 car and you're watching this channel, do it. Modify the car. It's how we get our voices heard out here to get more parts done. Like obviously people want me to do cams, but I can't because there's no dedicated cams for this car yet, nor is there a supportive tune to get it to run right. And I don't really want to guinea pig the whole thing. But besides that, yeah guys, like I want your guys' opinions. Tell me what you guys think. All right, so besides that, yeah guys, upcoming plans for this car, just more cosmetics, maybe like a carbon hood, paint it and make it nice. I want the Veris style hood. I've seen them only on the Type Rs. I don't know if this car can get it. Ported heads, of course, and then that's about it. Maybe we could add meth injection to it because the tuner did say we could do meth injection. You don't really got to tune too much with it. You just gotta, the hard part is installing it on this car. And as you guys know, I didn't want to go boost no more because it's just way too much. I'm not just going to boost the car and call it a day. I would have to upgrade the transmission, the clutch, the engine itself, and you know, tune it to be reliable. And you need an aftermarket ECU, and that's not going to come cheap. But you know, other people will just turbo it and that's it. That's cool. I don't want to do it because if it's like my only car, then it's not really a good idea. I would only boost this car if it's like my project, or if you got a really cheap K20C2 and then bam, you could spend it on boost and then you should be fine. But for my situation personally, it's not a good idea, and I hope you guys understand that. I will be doing the Draggy run soon. As I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna get one. This car is on par with the Civic Si, at least. I will probably still lose on the top end, but I think it'll be a lot closer now. It should. The only thing is I need to upgrade the tires, get wider and stickier tires, maybe like a Michelin Pilot Sport 4S, I don't know. But yeah, other than that guys, there's not much else to talk about. Again, don't get too caught up on the number. I know it's shocking. It's like, wow, 150 horsepower with the only guy who's done the most. I'm gonna do the Draggy runs, post the times, and then you guys can judge for yourselves. At least it'll be official and not like, oh, I did it, but there's no proof, you know? But this time I will have proof. And I will be racing the cars that I've lost to, assuming they're down. Or if you guys want to do friendly runs too, let me know. Just so you can see where this car compares to. I already got one race coming up. I'm gonna race a K20C2 manual. He's got the base tune going. We'll see how that goes, and I'll post it up on the shorts feed as soon as that happens. And then yeah, because K-Tuner advertises their cars to be 150 plus horsepower with their base tune. If my car with more mods is making the same power, they should be fair in comparison, right? Well, you guys seen that video. My car was actually beating it on the top end. now that I've got my E30 tune fully completed and with the ported manifold, yeah, it's probably gonna spank it easily. I'm not saying that to show off. It's just like, it's progress. And then my tuner's put the most he can into the car that it can put. So it's all we can do, really. All right, guys, we're back in the car. Just for more privacy, I'm able to talk out loud without people watching. But yeah, guys, you guys saw the pulls, man. The car's not that bad. You can compare it with my old videos, and it moves quicker. And I'm actually happy to drive this car again. I can't wait to do the ported head mods to see where that goes. Hopefully the power goes up, because I thought the manifold was helping me increase horsepower. Probably what I was feeling was that I wasn't losing horsepower as much, but with my older tunes, you guys saw how like my car was just dunking hard. 91 octane sucks on this manifold setup for racing, and E30 was giving me shit. But now that it's fixed, it's like, oh fuck, I finally feel what I'm supposed to feel. Okay, so the only problem people are gonna ask is like, well, did you get a baseline? I don't, because I didn't expect to get tuned. I didn't expect to get dyno tuned. I just wanted to go see what was wrong with my car, because my other tuner, he couldn't figure it out. So yeah, and then I asked him like, hey, can you dyno tune my car for today? He was like, yeah, fuck it. Daniel did the work. My guy did the work. If you guys are in SoCal, you guys want to get a good tune for your Honda, go to Power Metric, get it done by Daniel. I promise you guys, your car will work the way it should, and probably get the most out of it. And just as always, ask me questions about the platform or anything in general. I'll try my best to help from what I understand. Yeah, I don't know what else to do to the car, guys. Maybe meth injection with ported heads. I can do that. We'll see how that works. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. You guys, there's a lot of shit we can do to the car. But like, the thing is, once I'm done with this car, I'm moving on to a different platform. I don't want to say it because it's way too expensive, but now that I have my career job, it's very possible to get it. And yeah, let's just say I'm going to the BMW route, because I like their cars. I like their cars. The B58, the S58 engines are amazing. And yeah, like I call them the cheater cars, only because it don't take much for those cars to pick up horsepower. Whereas our cars, we have to do a lot of work to get there. For them, it's just downpipe tune with ethanol, and then bam, they're already pushing 100 plus horsepower over stock, and it's crazy. It's like, wow. But yeah, guys, my phone cut off. I think I ran out of memory. But at this point of the video, guys, there's not much else to say. I know the dyno tune was much coming. I mean, long time coming. And yeah, the only thing left is ported heads and maybe meth injection. But regardless, ask me questions in the comment section, y'all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't trip about the numbers. I promise you this car drives fine. It drives really good for what it's saying. And yeah, other than that, I look forward to it. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.